Hey guys, I think everybody knows it's always best to use a dedicated microphone and recorder whenever you're capturing audio, but not everybody has the ability or budget to work with a boom operator and a sound mixer and have all that gear. So today I want to talk a little bit about how to clean up audio recorded with in-camera microphones. Before we get started, if you like these videos and you want to support my channel, head over to alexknickerbocker.com. I've got a PayPal donation link and a bunch of sound effects curated from my personal library that I've made available. They come with industry standard metadata and documentation, so everything's easy to find, and you can use them royalty-free in any project you're working on. Okay, so I always recommend putting as much attention to detail into audio as you would with picture. But if you're just getting started out, or you're shooting on a DSLR, or you're just vlogging or something like that, you don't necessarily have the ability or the time to capture audio in the best ways. So chances are your audio sounds much less like this and much more like this, which obviously this is terrible in comparison, but with a few techniques we can marginally improve the quality of this audio and get it sounding a little bit closer to this. Now when it comes to working with in-camera audio, there's really not a lot you can do to improve the recording quality right off the bat. But if you get the camera as close as possible to whatever sound you're trying to capture, it's going to be a little bit more improved than if you have it distant. No matter what, the first issue that you generally run into is noise from the preamps on the camera. So my first step is going to be to use denoising software to clean that up a little bit. And I'm just going to instantiate Isotope RX's voice denoise module, and that generally cleans up a good amount of hiss or buzz or again just preamp noise that I don't really like and want to clean from my sound. The next issue is obviously reverb. If you're sitting a little bit further away from the camera, you're going to get a lot of reflections from any room that you're working in. So I'm going to use another Isotope module called De-Reverb in order to dial in some settings that are just going to mitigate a lot of that echo, and it's not going to tame it completely or remove it completely. You can't really do that. That's one of the big limitations of capturing audio poorly, but we can get enough out of it that I can manipulate the audio a little bit further and get better sound at the very least. So now that I've got less noise and less reverb, I'm going to use an EQ to sculpt the sound into a little bit better shape. The first thing I'm going to do is filter out all the low end that I don't need and all the top end that I don't need, just so that it doesn't cause issues down the line. And then I'm going to find all this harsh mid-range energy that on-camera audio generally has, and I'm going to lower that a whole bunch so it's just a little more pleasant to listen to. I've done another video on EQ that goes into the specifics of this, so check that out if you want a refresher, but basically I'm going to find some irritating frequencies that I don't like, I'm going to lower those, and I'm going to sweeten the ones that I do like. So that's a lot of low-end energy that I want to bring back since on-camera audio really doesn't have any, and I'll just sweeten the top end a little bit as well so I sound a little more full and a little more present. Once I've dialed in a sound that I like, I'm going to use a compressor to tame my levels and get some more consistency in volume. Basically, I'm just going to dial in some settings to make sure that my voice is full, it doesn't sound like it drops out anywhere, and again, the levels are just more consistent across the board. After that, I'll add a Deesser just to catch any sibilants or hard consonants that I want to smooth, but generally because I'm so far away from the microphone, it's not really going to be an issue. And finally, I'll add a limiter just so I can keep my audio from clipping anywhere and I can boost my levels up without having to worry about any technical issues or distortion. So the audio that we've ended up with is certainly not amazing sounding by any means, but it definitely sounds better than just dry in-camera audio with no processing whatsoever. And while it may never compare to something that's really well recorded on a close mic system that's really kind of tuned to the voice you're capturing, it's definitely going to be better than anything just straight out of camera. So hopefully that was helpful. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe. I'm over on Instagram at AXK, so come follow me over there. Comment below with any questions, and as always, thanks for watching.